Thank you for joining us for another edition of their POV with Nik and King. We are your hosts for today, Nikki Johnson.
Shawn Harrington.
Alrighty, thank y'all for your patience. Now it is showing me that we are fully live. I am so sorry. I know y'all have been calling and messaging me like crazy. Forgive me, but it's technology. There is nothing I can do about it. But to God be the glory. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's going to be a wonderful show. That's why it's going to be a good show. Because it was hard as heck to get on here. King is not going to be here today, but we have your favorite cousin in the building. Shawn, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Oh yeah,
Are you excited?
I am. Always.
Alrighty, I'm super excited for us to go ahead and get started. But before we do, we have a tradition here where we always talk about our weekend and give our shout out. So, how about you go ahead and do that right now?
Well, this weekend was very productive. I went home and took care of some business ventures and, to move further in my business, spent some time with family. Hung out at a water park with my nieces and nephews and, had a real good time and came back and early to prepare for the show because I like, I got to get these questions in. I'm excited. So I'm here. I'm glad to be here. I always enjoy it.
We're so glad you are here. Y'all don't even understand. Reese is about to give me the whole business. I don't know what the business is, but I'm excited to see it. We have some comments coming through. Hopefully, those that were contacting me, talking about where are y'all at, will actually tune back in. We have King on. Hello, King. How are you? What's up? How you doing? And my mama says, good evening. Yes, mama, I did get the information to Alma. She called me earlier too. So hopefully she can see us right now. Um, we would personally say hello to you, but if you don't say anything in the comments, we don't know who you are, but you are definitely welcome. Alrighty, Reese. Did you do your did you do your shout out?
I just want to shout out there. I shout out to everybody. I love all my family, friends, new people I meet. I'm just that person. And also I would like to say a special hello to my cousin Shakita King. I love y'all. Look forward to seeing y'all. That's it.
All right, yeah, because
Yeah.
let people, yeah. Hello, Nicole. Hello, hello,
What's up,
hello.
Cole?
Alrighty, so my shout out goes to my future husband, whoever you are, wherever you are. I know, don't you do that, Reese. Don't you take King's place and laugh. I know you are somewhere praying and preparing for me. And I'm doing the same thing for you. You have an amazing wife who is waiting for you. Hey, boo, hey. Alrighty, so our shout outs are out of the way. We can go ahead and get started. This is all on you at this point because I don't know what's about to happen. But I'm ready. I trust you. So let's do this thing.
All right then. Well, Nick said I can just have questions that most men want to know about women. And I was like, what are those questions? So I did a little homework and talked to a couple of guys and even some of myself. I don't start it off easy. I ain't want to hit you with the hard stuff all
I
at
ain't
once.
scared. I'm never scared. I'm never
Oh,
scared.
okay then. Okay, I think the easiest question, let me see. First question is, why do women always go to the bathroom with each other?
Let me ask the fam in the audience. Can you guys hear us clearly? Can you hear me and can you hear Reese clearly? Cause I'm having trouble hearing him. So just let us know in the audience. I think you said, why do women go to the bathroom together? Okay, so I can't give all the secrets, but I would tell you it's a safety situation. Sometimes we do want to chit chat about some stuff maybe that's taken place or took place. And then it's all about accountability check, girl. Is my shirt straight? Is my girdle showing? Is my G string? Like you need somebody to tell you how you looking, right? Sometimes it's a quick little powwow. You know what I mean? We gotta we gotta make sure we keeping each other straight. She said there is feedback on your side, Reese.
On my side?
And my mama said there's an echo when you speak.
Mm, I don't have anything on.
And you did do the settings down at the bottom for the.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're trying to work on that because we don't want there to be feedback during the episode. And now I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I think it's
And
still feedback.
as you keep talking, Nicole, y'all let us know, Mom, if there's still an echo or if there's feedback still when he talks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Huh?
because I'm hearing on my end.
You can hear it now?
Yeah. Is your phone open?
She said it is still an echo. So how about we do this? Mama said it's still the same. Reese, can you go out and come back in, love?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. While he's doing that, as I'm talking, once he leaves, y'all tell me if you still can hear that echo. Um, and then let me know that I rep with that answer. I don't want to give like all our secrets away on why we go to the bathroom together, but I think on the basic, that was, that was enough information. Y'all talk to me. What about when I'm just talking? I see you, Reese. I'm going to bring you right back in. Is there echo when I'm talking? That way I can check to see if it is me. All right, start talking, Reese.
Hello? Yeah, I
All
still
right.
hear.
Okay, so there is no for me, and then they're gonna let us know about you as we keep talking. So, did my answer, was it cool? Did you get an understanding?
It was okay. I think people want to know a little. Yeah, I don't think it's more just checking to see what
She
how
said
my
fine.
clothes look.
No, but honestly, that was the truth. We will check each other if we're sitting at a table together with other people and it's something going down or somebody side eyeing you or maybe you saying something you sounding real crazy out here in these streets. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's, let's go talk real quick. We're gonna go check each other real quick. And a lot of the times we are checking for accountability. How do I look? Is my hair straight? Is
Okay.
my bra right? So that there is still an echo. Okay. So she said there is still an echo, but it's fine when it's just me. So,
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo also when it comes back through.
you do hear it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me try something. Let's do this. All right. I'll talk without my microphone. Can you still hear me, King?
Yes.
Can y'all hear me in the audience? And if they can hear me fine, and there is no echo, then we'll just keep going like this.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next question while we wait to hear back from them?
Okay. Um. What was my next? What did you come to?
Okay, Nicole says yes, but I'm not sure what is yes, yes, there's an echo, or yes, this is better. I told y'all, like, it was so hard to get on. The technology was tripping, so I don't know what it is today, but
Yeah, because it wasn't echoing earlier.
mm-mm. She said there's still an echo, even though I took the microphone out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my. I don't know what to say. The joys of technology. But there wasn't one when I was on by myself, is what they said.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what where it could be coming.
Is
So
that better?
what are
Oh.
you speaking? What's your microphone? Are you using a speaker?
No, I'm just using the microphone from the camera.
Okay. Do you have a? Don't you normally use a microphone?
Yeah, I took it down, but I can hook it back up. I can go out and
Yeah.
come back
Let's hook it
in.
up and see if that helps us.
Okay.
You can go ahead and ask. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and hook his microphone up and see if that does help. Y'all are so patient. I appreciate y'all so much. But ladies, would you agree that that's one of the reasons? Oh, and then I did say for safety. In some places you go to, we ain't crazy. We gonna take somebody with us to make sure that door stays like it's supposed to stay, do what it's supposed to do. And hopefully it's gonna pop back in just a second. Now, you all can also put your questions in the comments. Nicole says she goes to go vent. Yeah, we do that too. Yeah, if something is going down crazy at wherever y'all are, restaurant, event, somebody's house, yeah, it's time to go to let's go make a trip to the bathroom. Or you want to get feedback on how the other person thinks everything is going. Now, I'm gonna tell you, it's some other reasons why we'll go to the bathroom, because if somebody keep looking at you crazy from across the room, you want to make sure your girls got you. Y'all see old girl over there in that red dress, she keep eyeballing. Let's keep an eye on her together. He is back, so let's see how this goes. So, yeah, talk to me, Reese. Cannot hear you, not at all. Make sure you go down to the settings and you add that mic to it. So as I was saying, you all can add your questions to the comments as well.
Hello?
It's
Test.
Ask Nikki. I can hear you now. It's Ask Nikki Anything. So you can ask me a question about myself, or you can just ask me anything, like literally. If I don't want to answer it, I just won't. But you can ask me anything. There's nothing off limits. Alrighty, Reese. Can't hear you anymore. If you can pull it to your mouth, whatever you did the first time, I could hear you. Alrighty, so we are still working through this amazing thing called technology. Y'all, it is crazy. Y'all have no idea sometimes what it takes to even get the show up and going. It's crazy. Reese is back. Talk to us.
Hello?
All right now.
No, it's still echoing.
Oh, you hear the echo. I do not, but okay. So I don't know how to fix it. I really do not. I don't want to end the broadcast and restart it because I don't want to inconvenience everybody and ask them to log back in. But if it's that bad, we may have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, if it does not stop, we may have to do that. So if y'all can let us know, is it still echoing? Is there still, do you have a page open?
Yeah, because usually if you have a page in the background, it's hearing your speaker through your microphone.
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't. And let's see, everything here is off. We can deal apparently issues. I guess they're saying it's not that bad. I don't want to inconvenience everybody with that noise. Yes, he still echoes. So here's what we can do, Reese. It's gonna be up to you. If y'all don't mind, give us 1 minute. We're gonna end this. We're gonna start it all the way over. Hopefully it'll let me do that. Start it all the way over, and then you guys can come back in, and preferably those issues will be gone. Um,
Nick, you want me to try something else before
you
you
got
get out?
something else to try?
Let me try on my phone and see what happens.
Okay. All
All
right,
right.
do that. Okay, so y'all sit tight. Y'all sit tight. We're gonna try with this phone. Um, I was saying, like, y'all don't know what it takes sometimes to even just get the show up. It's like a whole production. I kid you not. Like when I ever decide to retire from podcasting, I think I'm a go into another form of media. Ultimately, my dream is to be on television. Y'all will see me on television as a host, but I'm gonna know all the ins and outs of all kind of this back office backstage stuff because it's crazy. Meanwhile, what I can share with you guys is this while I have your attention, and let me know if I'm echoing at this moment as well. Um, I can let y'all know that starting on Tuesday, we've been talking and talking and talking about this. There is a new podcast coming to your ears. We are bringing perspectives with a royal flavor. It is going to be your favorite cousin, Nicole Clark. It's going to be your favorite wife, Sierra Pleasant, and yours truly, Nikki Johnson. We are starting a podcast called The Queen's Takeover, and that is going to be Tuesday at 7 p.m. every single Tuesday. It will be at 7 p.m. and it will be live. We have some phenomenal topics. for our first episode, and we want you all to join us. Again, it's going to be live, so you can interact with us down in the chat. You can give us your thoughts, you can submit your questions, and we are so excited. We are bringing you guys our perspectives on so many different topics and the things that are really important to us as women. So make sure y'all tune in for that. We're so excited.
Hey,
Alrighty, Reese is back. Hey,
I'm tested 1, 2.
testing one, two. Okay, so I can hear you. Um,
I think I still
okay,
hear the echo. Yeah, I still
okay.
hear
You still hear it? You do still
it.
hear it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so I'm just waiting on someone to let us know if there's still echo, if it's sounding better, and there is still an echo. That is ridiculous. Okay, so what you want to do, Reese? Do you want to continue the show like this, or would you like to
I mean, it's up
change
to
it?
the fans if they can deal with the echo.
We're still getting comments saying that they can still hear it. And you know what? It could be this platform that we use connected with Facebook, because when I tried to go live the first time, we wouldn't go live. It wouldn't let me do it. And then after we were live, only one page was and two more were lagging. So
Yeah,
so
when we
what is
first came on to do the test, it wasn't
yeah,
echoing.
I okay, so listen, let's not prolong it. Let's just leave out. Guys, give us a couple of minutes. We're going to be right back. We are going to be right back, and I truly believe when we come back, it's going to be fixed. You ready? All right, see you in a second.
All
Well,
right.
William says it sounds okay. I'm confused.
Oh,
He is it's cool on his end. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with our lives right now. I don't know.
we might as well keep it going. If
All
it
right,
be,
well, let's just keep it going, y'all. Let's just, I mean, I don't know what to do about the echo. What's the next question? Let's do this.
all right. The next question: do women already know when they first see a guy if they're gonna sleep with him or not?
Y'all asked us that question before when we had the queens on. Okay, let me say this. I do not represent all women with this answer. You're asking Nikki. I do not know when I first meet a guy if I'm going to sleep with him. He may be fine. The question may come up. I'm going to keep it 100. It may come up with, is it good? But I don't think I'm thinking that I want to, because I don't know who he is. I'm cut a little bit differently. You just shut up, King. King talking about yes, whatever. We talking about Nick. So Nick is answering this question. I just don't want to be with you because physically I'm attracted to you. It's got to be so much more, and it's got to be something here. And so I think from conversations and getting to know you, I'm gonna probably be wondering, but no, it's just not right off the cuff. I look at you and like getting that. No, that ain't how that works. Now Nicole says absolutely yes. So for some women, right off the cuff, they already know. Now you know I want to throw that right back at you and ask you, don't you? But I'm not gonna do that.
Go
It's your
ahead, throw it.
it's your show today. It does not mean it'll happen. Okay, so Nicole is saying she sees it and thinks about it, but it don't mean it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and that's like with men. When they see a woman that she's attractive, 9 times out of 10, he knows right then if he want to sleep with her.
Okay. Okay, so he knows right then, but does he does okay does he need
Yes,
some
he gonna
extra
sleep with her.
information to decide if he gonna really do it, or it doesn't really matter? He'll just gonna sleep with her.
I think once if they out sitting down and dinner and attraction continues and they hit it off after that, I think yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's a no for me. Not at first sight. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But
So
you might be fine though. You might be real fine, but I'm not looking at you like, yes, he's gonna get this. Mm-mm. I'm not
okay,
gonna
so
let you
he's
see
not
this.
gonna get it the first night. So it's gonna take 1 day or 90 days,
But
like
you
Steve
see,
Harvey rule.
but you didn't ask me first night. You said
No,
on first sight.
yeah, I mean they said most women most women said if they see a guy where the conversation not, they know if they would sleep with him or not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they can look at a guy and say, yeah, I'll sleep with him. So, but you said you want to sleep with him on the first night.
No,
So if
I
you
didn't
go
say I
out,
wouldn't sleep with him on the first night. I said at first sight, I would not look at a guy and be like, I'm gonna sleep with him. I don't look at men like that and be like, he gonna get this. I don't do that. But I might look at him and be like, ooh, he is fine as heck, bruh. Ooh, he fine. Yeah, he fine.
so,
And if I'm gonna keep going being 100, sometimes depending on what y'all are wearing, I mean, you might see something, but I don't look at that and be like, oh, he gonna get this. No, I don't. Mm-mm. No, no, because you can be fine, 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 and be very, very blessed in how you look in certain areas. That don't mean that you're not a whole jerk. I nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hold on,
okay,
here
that's
comes
fair.
some. Even if you planning it out, you know you want to hit it. Well, I don't know who you talking. Oh, he's talking about y'all. I think he's talking about men. Okay. And she said her nails are too long to tight. Oh, we not talking about your nails again today, Nicole. That's on Tuesday. All right. That's an
So if we,
inside joke. Go ahead.
so if we had this, would you say that you're a Steve Harvey rule person, or
That I'm a
does it
what?
matter if you're a Steve Harvey got the 90-day rule?
Okay.
So he says you should get to know a person at least 90 days before you sleep with them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in that rule?
I don't believe in a 90-day, like I don't have a time frame on it. I do think you should get to know somebody. I'm going to tell you why. For me, you have sex with somebody and that sex is amazing. Then you get to know them and they crazy as hell. They are crazy. Here's the crazy part. Because that sex is so good and you might end up getting a little whipped in it, who gonna be crazy in a relationship, you or him? Cause both of you crazy. You crazy and behind that stuff, and he was just crazy to begin with. So no, I think you should really get to know people. And then too, you have sex with somebody like that, and then you find out after getting to know them that they got something or that they're married and you didn't know it. You end up pregnant on site, and then you find out as you get to know them throughout your pregnancy, you do not want him as your baby. Like no, mm. I just think you should get to know people for real. I don't have a date like a time frame on it, but mm. Don't get caught up in that ooh wee. Don't get caught up in that ooh wee. I'm done. Hey
Okay.
James. James says
So we
hello. Oh wait,
talk about the
Nicole
90-day
says.
rule and being attractive.
Hold on, Nicole
Do
says to. Hold on one second. Nicole says to get to know him, ladies. And, and King said that's what condoms are for. That is true, King. That is what a condom is for. But if the ooh wee is good, condom or not, you can still get caught up in that ooh wee. Condom ain't gonna protect you from somebody's craziness. A condom is not gonna protect your heart from getting wrapped up because we can get our hearts wrapped up in that physical. And that person don't care nothing about you and you didn't know it because you didn't get to really know them. They sleep with anybody and anything, don't care nothing about you. Now you all caught up in the ooh wee and you don't get, no, a condom ain't gonna fix that. Go ahead.
all right. So you meet this guy. He takes you out. He wines you. He dines you. He treats you like the lady that you wants to be treated. And that time comes. Does size matter?
Oh, I was like, does what? I just replayed what you said. Does size matter? Mm-mm. When how you are with me does matter though. Because what if you are very, very endowed in that area, but you selfish? Your length ain't gonna matter because you selfish. Once you got yours, you don't care. So no, size does not matter, but yeah, your heart does. That heart
Okay.
matters. Now I'm gonna remind y'all I don't answer for all women because I got some friends that it absolutely does matter to them, and I know they have left what could have been a wonderful relationship because they realized it wasn't, and I don't understand that logic, but so no, it doesn't. But if you selfish or your heart ain't right, that does matter to me. This says it can go both ways. Men go crazy too. Yeah, they do. They do. And condoms can't fix crazy. Y'all better hashtag that in the comments. Condoms cannot fix crazy.
Okay. So now we done went on a date. We done got to know each other,
Hmm.
and we are back at the house, and you're like, "Oh my goodness!" And you have to go to the bathroom. How comfortable would you have to be to use the bathroom in front of your mate?
How what do I have to be
How comfortable
to use the bathroom?
in front of him, in front of your mate?
And I got to go. I'm gonna be comfortable off the rip. I am. No, when I was younger, when I cared about stuff like that, I used to make myself be in so much pain trying to hold it. You ate something, so you gassy. You got to go to the bathroom, so you squeezing. You trying to be cute, and then by the time you make it home or whatever, you in. No, listen. I am 46. I got to go where your bathroom at. And I'm gonna tell you what is crazy. I'm gonna tell you what is crazy. I have never not been in a relationship where the bro would not stand right there in the bathroom while I'm handling business. And I'd be like, babe, really, you all right? And we'll stand there while I'm talking. We'll stand there while I'm talking. So I don't have a problem with it. Look, I don't have
Okay,
a problem with it. Hold on a
cool.
second. Nicole says size does not matter, but how he handles his business does. And King says just make sure you flush it in the spray. I know how to courtesy flush.
All right. Next question. Have you ever had sex in public? And if so, where was the wildest place?
I told y'all I didn't know what this man was going to ask me. Okay, I did tell you I would answer. Okay. My mama is on here watching. I love you, mama. But I'm grown. This is what I'm grown. Yes, I have. The answer to the question is yes. um, I'm just trying to decide if I want to answer the second part. Um,
Uh oh.
right? Well,
Mama change her sheets.
what? You said in public. You said in public. So yes, I have, and she said, "What's the question?" Nicole said, "What's the question?" Repeat it.
Have you ever had sex in a public place? And if so, where was the craziest?
My mama talking about now you are. The craziest place. Oh my God. A library and a movie theater.
No,
See how I
it's
heard
very
threw it out there
different.
real quick. Well, cause my mom on here making all these comments talking about you not that grown, so I don't know how much she gonna really want to hear. But a library and a movie theater.
Okay. Mama had to might put it on mute. Alrighty then. Um, a movie theater and library. Okay.
No. They were two different places.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Them
Okay.
ain't crazy. Can you tell my them ain't crazy? Your mama not on here. So that's the answer I'm going to give. My mother is on here. A library and a movie theater. You answer the question and tell the truth. What was the craziest place you've ever done that in public? And tell the truth. Go ahead, Reese.
Yeah, we got some listeners. Y'all tell us y'all craziest place.
There you go. Reese says, "What have been your mama?" I don't want your answer. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. So yeah, he says, "What have been some of the craziest places you all have?" So okay, so while we waiting on those to come up, go ahead.
Mine was on the back of a FedEx truck. That was crazy. But anybody else?
This and see, yours is not crazy, King. It's a whole bunch of people that did that mess back in the day.
On a FedEx truck at work?
No, he talking about at a club in Germany.
Oh no,
Yeah, that ain't crazy. Hey, big sis. Nicole said on a Greyhound bus.
oh yeah, Cole, that's different.
Okay, Sean, it's on you.
Okay, would you be comfortable telling your mate if he asked you the question of who was better, him or your ex?
Reese, if I tell you this, so you really worked on these. I gotta give you props on that. Would I be comfortable telling my mate if he was better or worse than my ex? I hate that question. I'm not gonna lie. I hate when a man will ask that question. I really do. Cause I'm like, why would you do that to? Why would you do that to yourself? Um,
Really?
I don't understand why. What I hold on. Nicole said I'm telling the truth. He asked, so I'm telling. I got you. Um,
Because just gonna
oh
hurt his
no, Nicole,
feelings.
I was talking to King when he was telling me what I said wasn't crazy. I said his answer wasn't crazy. What I do when I get asked that when I've been asked that question before is I will say what I liked that the other person did because that I'm telling you the answer to that can never go right. I just can't see that answer. I've never seen it go right. Somebody ask you, then they're like, "No, you can tell me. It's okay. I'm not gonna be mad. I won't be upset." And then you tell them, and then you got it comes up later. So to me, the best way to answer would be I just say what I enjoyed because I've had because I've been married twice. Y'all know. I've had a current husband ask me about an ex-husband, and the first thing I say was, "Why would you set yourself up like that? Why would you set yourself up like that?" And then I will explain what I enjoyed. I'm not gonna do that because that don't even make no sense. My sister says it's not what I've done, it's what I'm doing. Not looking back. Okay then. Okay. All right, Reese. Did I answer
Okay,
your question?
we gonna put the questions. We're gonna ease them down a little bit.
Okay.
Have you ever stole?
Have I ever stole anything?
Yeah.
Have I ever stolen anything? Oh, I did. I did. Mm-hmm. I stole something inadvertently. Like I did not know I was stealing it. And once I got outside and I was like, oh snap, it was at the bottom. You know how you have the basket, you got that like bottom part. I tossed and turned. Should I go back in and say something? Cause I done left out with it. I don't have like I stole this. I got in my car and I left. So I didn't say nothing. And I'm ashamed. But and then I stole something. Like I knew I was I knew I used to do some stupid stuff in my 20s. But anyway, I did. I did. And let me tell you something. I was always scared that it was gonna come back like I was gonna get caught.
Mm.
I don't yeah. I did. I did. I ain't gonna incriminate myself and say what it was, but I did.
Okay. Well, we can tell now since you're older now. What is the one thing you did in high school that you don't want your parents to ever know about?
What's the what I did?
What's the one thing that you did, the craziest thing that you did in high school that you wouldn't want your parents to know about?
Okay.
Mom, mute your mic.
And she on here. Okay. Um. Well, okay. I'm 46 now, so okay. The craziest thing I did in high school. High school was one of the places that would be the answer to one of your other questions. So I did that and almost got caught. And then I skipped school to go be with to go to go be with somebody. and I was gone all day. Like I didn't just skip a class. I didn't go. And that's when they had just started that if you don't go to school, your family get that phone call. So I was trying to get home before that call came through, and I thought I had gotten away with it till I realized a couple of months later I was pregnant.
He was
So
what?
I realized I was pregnant. So God didn't really get away with it, but yeah, yeah. Look, he's 29. He's 29 now, so love of my life, my child. But yeah, that's why you shouldn't do that stuff. Let me hit these comments.
Extracurricular activities.
Man, extracurricular and ended up with the prize.
Oh
Yes, and
wow.
I still okay, and I say prize because I love my son, but don't y'all do that. Yes, and I still do leave a good writing pen for me, and you have just lost it. My sister would tell you up front, don't leave your pens around me because I'm going to take them. She said she skipped on lunch break and almost had a wreck with friends. Oh, I'm going to be quiet, sissy. This is my actual big sister. This is my blood big sister. And we even tell each other's businesses, but yeah,
So
she
after
said, but that
so
was a
after she
crazy thing.
almost had
She skipped, huh?
so after your sister almost had the wreck, did she want to go back to school or did she continue to skip?
So, Sissy, after you skipped and almost had that wreck, did you go back to school or did you just stay out for the rest of the day? She said she wasn't driving though. I think that was a delayed answer, so she probably gonna get to your answer. I mean, to your question. Did you go back to school or did you stay out for the whole day? That would be so messed up to skip school and then get into a car accident. She said I went to school and skipped no more. That taught you something. That taught you something. Okay.
All right, next question.
Wait a minute, Reese.
Oh,
Okay. I gotta ask you, what is the craziest thing that you don't want your parents to know you did in high school?
um,
See how that feel? I don't care how grown we are. See how that feel? Go ahead.
yeah, pretty much skipped school, but I went home and had
Okay.
relations at my mom's house. And that was the crazy thing in her room because I always liked her bed. She don't have a bed no more, so I don't worry.
Dang. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Did you go back to school? Did you stay out?
I stayed out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I remember going one morning and I passed my homeroom teacher and skipped school that day. Came back the next day and gave her an absentee note. She said, "Didn't I see you yesterday?" I said, "No, ma'am." Passed right by and she spoke to me and everything.
Mm-mm. See, I'm
This
not a
is a question
keeper.
that's related to King.
A question that's related to King?
Yeah,
Okay.
but to you,
But to me,
if a
okay.
man asks you out on a date, and I think we probably asked this question before, and asks you to split the bill, would there be a second date?
Why does that relate to King?
That 2 for 20.
This is our first date, you said?
Yeah, first date, he asks you to go out with him, and when you get there, you ordering everything, and you're not ordering the expensive stuff, stuff you like. And the waiter come and said, "Would this be on one check?" He said, "Oh no, we splitting this."
Would there be a second date? My initial answer wants to be no, but if I went out on a date with him, there was something about him that I must have liked. Um, if the date was funky and the conversation was whack, and then you'd have asked me out and I got to pay for my own meal, there's not gonna be another date. If everything else was good, I'm gonna ask him like, why didn't you tell me this before you asked me out? Because here's my thing: if I'm gonna be paying, I want to know ahead of time. But let me pick the joint. Like, let me go eat what I want to eat if I'm gonna be paying for my own food. Um, he talking about first of all, he always pays on the first date. They're 2 for 20. We know. Um,
Okay, chill.
but I will say though, you know how some people act like they're taking you out and they're gonna be paying for the bill and they're like ordering like just mad stuff, and then you look up and they trying to split the bill with you, and you ordered maybe like one thing and one drink, but they was getting a appetizer, they alcohol, they deserve everything. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't ask you out. That's whack. That is no, that's whack. I'm not gonna do that. He says it's not always 2 for 20. We know you said 2 for 25 too, but
If he can find that 10 for 2.
10 for 2, right? So yeah, I think it's just gonna depend on how everything was, but it cannot be no whack date and then you do some mess like that. You're not asking me out where we're going out together, but you're not asking me out on a date. Like you're not taking me out. We meeting up somewhere basically. And what you will not do though, first of all, you're not gonna take me out, pay for it, and either it be expecting sex, period. But don't you dare take me out, make me pay for it, and you still expect. Don't play yourself. Do not play yourself like that.
Okay.
He's talking about it depends on the restaurant, Smarties, bruh, King. We know you're gonna stay in within the specials. It's cool. You have said you proud of it. It's cool. Do you? Go ahead, Reese.
Okay, next question. You and a guy have went out, say a couple of weeks, and y'all started being intimate, and maybe the third or fourth time he like, can we skip the condom? That was one of the questions.
Okay, you got to understand this is my first time hearing them, so let me get past the shock. So within a few weeks, we're having sex, and then he wants to take the condom off. Why are we having sex so soon? Um, these are hypotheticals. Is this a hypothetical one?
Yeah, hypothetical.
Okay, King to my $50 limit, and this answer to what you just asked me is no. Um, so if this was a hypothetical, absolutely not. We're not taking what? No, we're not doing that. No. Um, and somebody just had the thought, but you did it back in high school. That was high school. I am grown now. I am grown now. Um, no, we're not. No. And okay, I'm gonna take the hypothetical off of this answer. No, we're not taking the condom off. We're not doing that. Back to the hypothetical because I'm like, why are we doing it so soon? Why are we a few weeks in? But if this was an actual thing a few weeks in, no, we're not taking the condom off. For what? And I know the conversation. I just want to feel it. I just want to go in a little bit. I ain't gonna stay long. I promise not to. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no, we're not. My sister says uh why we are oh no, she's saying why we are dating, not married. That part. A few weeks in, oh no, mm-mm. And I'm no, mm-mm, mm-mm,
Okay,
mm-mm.
this is the next question. If a man asks you, do you like his butt? Would you think he
Do I
would
like his
be
what?
his booty, his behind? If he
Okay.
would come and just say, do you like mine? What would you think about him?
If he asks me, do I like his butt?
Yeah.
I'm just going through my Rolodex. I don't think I have ever had a man ask me, do I like his butt? I'm gonna be honest. I might do a side eye. I, I'm, I don't hide my
Suspect.
facial expressions. So he probably would get, and then in the back of my mind, I'm gonna have some questions. But I, Reese, I have never had a man ask me that question.
Yeah, that's what they said. Most men wouldn't ask that question, but they said, but some men would want to know, is my butt big or is flat or? And I'm like, why would they want to know that?
Now, I've had conversations with guys where they've talked about, like they said, I don't have a butt, or as much as I work out, I don't have, muscles back here. But it's kind of how the conversation goes. But I've never had a man just say, "You think my butt is big?" or "Do you like my butt?" That I would probably, be wondering some stuff. But maybe it would be on how to. I don't know. Maybe it would be how it's asked. My mama tell my freak. My mama say freak. Nicole said it depends on how he motion when he asks. How he's moving when he's asking. Is that what you saying, Nicole? She said if he's twerking when he asks. If he's twerking, he must just be my friend. He must just. I've had two men twerk before. And the first time it was because we were joking about him being like a stripper, right? And you could tell he don't do that often because he was horrible at it. And then another one did it in mocking something. But just to be twerking and then you gonna look back at me and say, "Is it big?" You just must be my homeboy. You just must be my homeboy because you could not be my man asking me why you twerk. I can't do that. Mm-mm. No,
Okay.
that don't make no sense to me. If he's twerking when he say, "Oh," when he asks, okay, go ahead.
Now, I don't delete this. I'm not gonna accept that one.
What? You're not gonna ask it
Other
because
than,
what?
huh?
You're not gonna ask it because what?
It's nasty.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Okay, Nicole has a question.
Okay.
I should have thought about this when I said nothing's off limits. She said, "What if he asked you to size his male part?" So ask me like what I think about the size, or if I'm rating it. I'm gonna be honest. There have been a couple of guys that have tried to talk to me that were really, really into their body. One of which I think it had more to do with the insecurity. So he had to always be reassured about everything. Is my chest still big for you? Is what you think? It was a lot. But then there was someone else that I think he was so used to people telling him how how endowed he was, and that's just not part of my conversation. Like, what am I talking to you about that for all the time? And so he would, you ever want to try it out? You ever want to see it for what? Like, why? I just met you. But he needed to me to be talking about it because he was just so used to it. He had a nickname and everything. Women called him a certain thing, and so that would be the closest thing I've ever had to that, Nicole. Is yeah, that would be the closest I've ever had to it. Yeah.
See, and I had a boy I was stationed with like that, and he would always tell women about how big he was and what he would do to them and I'll
Mhm.
break your back and all this other stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we all had went out one night, and it was this young lady that was over there with us, and he was bragging and everything, and she was just being quiet. And she said, "You know what? Prove it." He said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that at my boy's house." I was like, "Nah, bro, go ahead. It's an extra room right there." Nah, I ain't gonna do that at my man's house. I said, "Bro, you more than welcome." They was back in like 5 seconds. She said, "I couldn't even get it out." And she said, "Yeah, it felt like it was there, but it wasn't enough." I was just shy. I was just shy. I said, wow.
Wow. Okay. I say okay. See,
Okay.
that's why you shouldn't be bragging. Listen, just do you. Why you gotta brag? You know what I can't. One of
Exactly.
the things I can't stand is someone that approaches me or comes in my DMs, and that's what they approach me with, and that's the conversation. That's the constant conversation. You don't know me, so you don't know. I don't care about that. Like, that doesn't matter to me. Before I can get there, what are you like? But because some people are just so used to it, or they are used to, I know some brothers that have said a woman be like, "Listen, what you look like down there? Send me a picture." And they are used to women that feel like that. So you leading the conversation with that. That is not a turn on for me. And do not send me. You didn't ask me this question, but I'm gonna put this out there. Do not send me your unsolicited pics. I didn't ask you. Do not. I don't want the videos. I don't want the pictures. That is in no way a turn on. That actually ticks me off. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand it. Do not send me that mess, and they're not all pretty. Stop sending them. Don't do that. I don't want to see them no more.
Yeah, I like the comedian that said one time that he said, the dude was always talking about how big he was, slept with one girl, he fell in. He said he went down there and had his light in his pocket, talking about, oh damn, bro, we've been looking for you for weeks. Oh damn, you in here too?
Cannot. Roy says, "Well, hello, answer all questions today." Child, you done missed it because he didn't ask me some stuff, but I did promise I would answer. So, but yeah, that's don't send me that if I'm not asking you. Don't don't feel the need to try to bless me with it because that's not a gift. I don't want that.
Okay. Do you feel it's appropriate if someone asks you, have you ever had an STD?
It's absolutely appropriate because I'm gonna ask. It is appropriate to ask. Now, it's appropriate if I don't know if it's appropriate necessarily like in the first conversation when you just really don't know each other. You don't even know if you want to keep having conversations with somebody. But I think it is appropriate because I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you because I want to know.
But how do you bring that question up? Boy, this steak is good, but have you ever had beef broth?
This steak is juicy. You ever got something? Yeah, Roy said replay, yes. uh you know what? So I like to talk. I like to ask questions, right? I like to go deep. I don't do surface conversations. Not too long. I'm not going to be in there too long. So if we're talking and you're open to allow me to get to know you, it's just natural. It could just come up naturally because if we're talking and it's a flow, you're going to be asking me stuff. I'm going to be asking you. And in the process, I'm going to go deep with the questions. But if we're surface, it's hard to ask something like that if you just up on the surface or something. You know what I mean? That would be, oh, this steak is good. You ever had some? Yeah, but I will have a way to ask you for sure. Because if I want to know, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Especially if you tell me how you've been out there. Because a lot of people like to brag on how they've been out there in the streets. Nicole said that's the issue. People don't ask. You hear me? People don't even talk about before we have sex if we gonna use a condom. They don't have them. You talking about having sex with somebody, but you're not talking about how y'all gonna have it. We're not gonna bring up condoms. We not. We haven't had the conversation of do you want children, but we talking about getting a freak. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Gotcha. Question.
Yes.
If your best friend dated your ex, would you be mad?
Ooh. All right, Reese. Ooh. Okay. How did I find out? Did they tell me, or did
Well,
I just happen to
y'all,
find
y'all,
out?
y'all had broken up. Y'all wasn't together. This is somebody you dated in the past,
Right.
and they
But
just
I'm
happened to
saying, like,
start
how do
dating.
I know? Did she tell me, or
You
did I
seen them.
just run up and see them
Yeah,
somewhere or something?
you just saw them.
and this is my friend,
Yes.
I would be. I'm not gonna lie. I would be upset, and I think I would be upset because they didn't tell me. Um, but then okay, you got friends, but then you got friends. If they just friends, I don't think I would expect them to tell me, because if we don't really talk like that anyway, they might not feel any loyalty. I got you, Nicole. I'm gonna pull your comment up. I wouldn't expect them to just to necessarily tell me maybe, but if
No,
we're
but this is
friends, if
this
we're
is your
friends,
girl, your ace, your day one. You
that's
like,
what I'm saying. If we're friends, yes, I
yeah.
would want to know that. I would definitely want to know. Like we talk all the time. We know each other's deep stuff, and you couldn't. I would want to know why you wouldn't say nothing to me, and I think I would probably start to wonder, were y'all always liking each other while we were together? You know what I mean? If she didn't know he was my ex, like she never met him, he and I were before she and I met, that's something different. If they don't like happen to have a conversation of who you know and who you know, then the two parties would know. But if that's my girl and she know, yeah, I would be upset if anybody tell me. Nicole says, yes, because you don't eat where I have laid and my friends are loyal. What about you? I got to turn this on you real quick. Would you be upset if one of your friends dated your ex
Oh
and you
yeah,
found out about it?
yes, most definitely.
Why?
It has happened,
Okay.
and they got married.
Did you get an invite to the wedding?
No,
Okay. How did you feel about them together, and then how did you feel about them getting married?
well, the craziest thing apart about it, I was just talking to him one day and wishing him a happy birthday and everything, and he was like, "Well, man, I'm getting older, and it's about time for me to settle down, and I think I finally found someone." I said, "That's good." I said, "About time." I said, "Who is it?" And he called my ex's name. And I said, "Wait a minute. I only know one person named that." And he like, let me hit you back. I like, nah, you hit me back. He hung up the phone.
So
Didn't call me
did
back.
he know that you and her were together before?
He used to come to my house all the time.
Oh, because
I mean, we
the
used to
way
hang
he
out.
was telling it to you was like it was some brand new person. Oh, shut
Yeah.
up. Okay.
So I called her. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" She said, "What you mean?" I said, "I just talked to old boy and he said your name. I was just making sure is it you?" I told him not to tell you like that. I wanted to tell you. I said, "What?" I said, "Nah, y'all good." I said, "If y'all happy." But the only thing that makes me feel like the whole time we were together, he was looking at me.
That's what I was saying. That would be probably a question. Like, were y'all feeling each other? Now, sometimes people can have an attraction, but they don't act on it. They're not gonna cross the line. They're not gonna be disrespectful. And then there's y'all break up, and it's like they're free, and they're free. So I can understand stuff like that does happen, but I don't. I guess you just want to know. I think it's about the not telling me part.
Yeah, because she said she had never saw him like that. She never because he liked her sister. So that's why she said she never thought about him, looking at her or anything.
Hmm.
But I was like, yeah, that's kind of messed up.
And that does happen like that though, Reese. You don't see people a certain way until maybe you get into a certain part of life. You know what I'm saying? Or you get older, or it's a couple years down the road, and sometimes it's by the time you and that person break up and you do start to see them or you talk to them, you like, I never knew you was this cool, or it can happen. So I don't know if I'm a whole like a forever grudge about it, but yeah.
But I'm saying that's like you and your sister.
My blood
They
sister.
like, yeah.
No,
This
that's
this was this
different.
was her blood sister that he was liking. Remember the
Okay.
guy said that was big and said he was all this. This is the same guy that went in the room that tried to have sex with her.
Okay.
And so you turn around and now you like her sister.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
First of all, I would say you like my sister. I couldn't date with you. I couldn't get with you anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's my answer. I have nothing else. Go ahead.
okay, any questions for me? Because I'll start making up questions.
Oh,
Oh, I
you
have
have one
one.
already? Oh, go ahead.
Huh?
Go
Well,
ahead.
I do have one because it kind of bothered me, and you see this a whole lot. Your best friend, you find out that her friend or whatever is hitting her, and you go and you
Hitting her.
confront him, but she gets mad at you.
Mm,
How would you handle that?
he's abusing her.
Yes. And you go and you say something to him, and she come back, why you say something to him? That ain't none of your business what we do and all this. But you like, wait a minute.
So I've been in that situation before. The thing is that sometimes, okay, so you as a man, even if it was a woman saying something to the abuser, you sometimes can make a situation worse for the person being abused, because now you done went and told people, right? So now they mad because you done went and put the business out there in the street. So I can understand them being upset about that. The problem is that as your friend, you're telling me that you're being hurt. What did you want me to do with the information? Am I just
But
supposed to hear it and, huh?
she didn't tell you. You just happened to see it. She had a black eye one day, so you know he hit her. She's not telling nobody.
Okay, I ain't know that part of the story. But again, you still are making it in their mind worse for them at home, because now the abuser is gonna be really irked, really pissed off that somebody knows. I don't know why they think it's a secret when you're bruising the person up. I have no idea. I've never understood that mentality. If you are leaving physical marks, then we can all see it. Um, but anyway, I've been in that situation before, and it's a hard place to be in, because if you don't say something and something seriously happens, there's this level of guilt. But then that sits on your mind. You're wondering if they're at home safe at that very moment. So that's a hard place to be in. And then too, if you don't say something, they feel like, but you're supposed to be my friend. So I don't know. That's just a hard place to be in. But I would say something to them because they're being abused. Like I would really try to talk them into leaving or getting somewhere safe. Um, but if I were to confront the person that's doing it and then they turn around and get mad at me for doing it, I would know I need to probably pull back and let them know that I'm always here. I'm here if you need me, but I don't want to make your situation worse. I don't want you taking stuff out on me because I'm trying to help you either. So, yeah, that's not an easy situation to be in if it's somebody that you care about.
Yeah, because I saw that it was on a it was a show or something that the guy he was abusing his girlfriend and everything, and her best friend confronted the guy, and she was like, "Girl, you don't have to deal with this. You know, we here, we can take care of this." And she like, "You leave my man alone. Don't worry about him. We love him. I love him." And she was taking up for the guy, and I don't. It was like almost like I can't say enjoyed it, but she loved him so much that she put that aside or didn't, like our love is bigger than him hitting me type thing.
Hmm. There is part of a conditioning, and I know we're not gonna go like real deep into it right now on this
Right.
episode, but it's part of a conditioning that somebody that's being abused, that they go through. They become protective of the very person that's harming them, right? And so, when it's time for them to like have a consequence or punishment, or an authority figure comes in to reprimand them for what they're doing, the abuse of the person being abused goes into protective mode, right? And so again, we won't go all out deep off into that, but that's real. It's a real legitimate reason why that happens. But you, as the person that loves them, have to know how to handle specific situations, because it can cause you to push them away from you. You think being there for them would make them closer to you, but it doesn't always work out like that. So there's a certain way that you go about handling that, and all kind of other stuff. But yeah, it's just not a good situation to be in, because you want to help, you want to say something. I'm gonna keep it 100. If it's your brother, your daddy, a family member, something, they ain't caring about none of that. They finna confront whoever it is and let them know you do it again, it's gonna be between me and you. However,
Yeah.
sometimes that person, when they get home with them, have to deal with them consequences. Because, a lot of people that are in those situations will beat up on that person. They ain't going to fight other people, though, but they'll beat up on that person. But anyway, that's the answer to that question because that's the whole topic right there.
All right. This next question was, I thought it was strange.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You thought it was strange. Okay.
Now these young girls got caught having given young boys oral pleasure,
Okay.
but they said that's not sex. I'm going to wait till I get married to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think oral satisfaction is the same as sex?
Sex is sex to me. And I hear so many people say that it's not going all the way. It's not intercourse. Well, if you're not going to give me none of that, then can we at least, and we've talked about that on this show before. I'm not going to play with myself like that though. Cause you gonna do all of that. I'm gonna get all that pleasure, and then I'm gonna be like, nope, we're not doing nothing else. That's enough. Who? I'm not gonna play with myself like that. We're gonna do it or we're not gonna do it. So for me, it's the same thing. And I know we've had a huge debate on this show about that. It's the same thing to me. Sex is sex. You just gonna do it this way or that way, but it's still sex. It's pleasure. And I'm not gonna tease myself like that.
Yeah. And what was so crazy about these was eighth grade students
Mm-hmm.
that were getting caught in school
Mm-hmm.
and was like, that's not having sex. What are you talking about? That's not sex.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's called oral sex.
I've had some grown people say that it's not, and you can't catch stuff, and you can't get nobody pregnant that way. You might can't get them pregnant, but you can still catch something. You're just
Most
not
definitely.
going in one particular entrance. You're going into another, but you're still doing it. Look, it's the same game as I'm just gonna put the tip in. Don't be stop playing. Stop. Come on. Don't stop playing. You know, the games stay the same. The rules just try to change, but they're still the same thing. When you was in eighth grade and stuff back in the day, or like we was talking about earlier, who wasn't talking about I'm just gonna put the tip in, I ain't gonna do nothing. That's a lie. Yes, you are. So now it's you don't have to do that. You can just have the oral sex. It's the same thing. Exact same thing. And I don't know if y'all ever heard some years ago, they had these bracelets that a lot of the middle school children were wearing. That bracelet that the young lady would put on would tell the guys how many she's willing to do and what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's, it is sex and he is getting satisfaction. It is sex. It's whatever. It's still sex. Go ahead. That's
Okay.
the rule.
Your female best friend, would you cuddle with her?
Would I cuddle with her?
Yes.
Like hug and stuff?
Yeah,
I
like
do
y'all
that
lay in
all
the
the
bed.
time. Yes.
Huh?
I do that all the time.
So what if she said, Nick, you don't know, but I'm gay?
Okay, then I'm gonna have to stop cuddling with you. Listen, I got friends, kid you not, that will call me and be like, can I just come and lay in your lap? Because when they come, they say, my house is so peaceful and I bring them so much peace and they will fall asleep and I'll leave them laying on the couch. We're not doing anything. It's nothing sexual. It's just like if my child or my dog or it's just you hugging someone. Now, if you got these feelings, it's the went past hugging. We ain't cuddling no more. I don't know what you call it, but then
Well, she's not doing
but
that.
look, but you in love with me and you want something. I'm gonna have to stop hugging on you because that's gonna cause all these other feelings for you. And I'm not gonna play with you like that because I'm not gonna do that with you.
Okay, but she's not even okay. Y'all cuddling and everything. She just needs somebody to talk to. She's been going through something because she is dealing with another woman, but you don't know about it. And you're sitting there, y'all hugging and cuddling and everything, and she like, Nick, it's just been on my heart so long, and I just need to let it out. I'm gay,
Okay. So
but
what's
y'all
okay?
like embrace.
So for me, cuddling because maybe cuddling is different, and you're not explaining what you mean by cuddling. If a friend of mine came over and she laid her head right here, that doesn't bother me. It doesn't turn me on. There's nothing sexual about it. If she's crying and going through something, I'm gonna hold her, embrace her, and rub on her because she's going through something. That's cuddling to me. If you come over and well, not you, but a female, she comes over and we watch movies together and we beneath the covers and we're like that. That's not sexual to me. So I can do all of that and it doesn't bother me. If you tell me then that you are sexually attracted to me, that's not gonna make me not be friends with you, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop hugging on you. I'm probably gonna slide up from on this side from under them covers because for you it's something different than it is for me, right? And again, I'm not gonna play with nobody. Like I'm not gonna do that, and I know I'm not gonna do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And she's not saying it to say that she's attracted to you, but she trusts you that much to confide in you to let you know because she can't tell nobody else. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all are in the middle of like like I said, y'all land say you just laying on your bed and y'all just she starts crying and you cuddle her to comfort her and she starts crying and that comes out. And y'all in this like not a passion not passionate but a consulting her where you really holding her
Mm-hmm.
and she just tells you
That she's gay or tells me that she's attracted to me.
that she's gay. She's not attracted to you, but you're her best friend, but she just needs to let that out.
Okay, so that wouldn't bother me. I thought you were
Okay.
saying that she's telling me that and she's attracted to me. No, that wouldn't bother me. I have friends who are gay and they
Yeah.
have come over many times crying about situations or stuff that they're going through and we've cuddled. I've let them cry. I prayed for them when they left. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. What would make me pull back is if you have feelings for me. I don't want to play with nobody's heart, right? And so I'm not gonna be letting you get all this warmth and comfort from me, and you feeling all my softness is turning you on, and now you telling me I smell real good and I feel you. No, we're not doing all of that. We're not. No, no. We're gonna stop all of that, and I'm not gonna play with it like that. Mm-mm. That's like me laying up with a guy who's a friend of mine, and we're laying there watching a movie, and I have my backside on him, and I'm laying there, and he tells me he's getting turned on, or I can feel it. Okay, so what I need to do is move because you're getting turned on. If I'm not gonna give you none, why am I gonna play with you like that? I'm gonna tell you no, we're not gonna do it. Whether I want to or not. If I've said I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, and I don't want to play with you like that. Why are you
Okay.
smiling like
Because I'm
that?
just thinking these different scenarios, how things are so double sided. Because if I came to you and said, you know, Nick, me and King was cuddling the other day watching the game, and he was going through some stuff, and you know, we were
Yeah.
just talking. First thing you like, what? Y'all was doing what? I said we was watching the game. No, you said y'all was cuddling watching the game.
Yeah. My
So what would
choice
you think
is,
about that?
hey, Nat. You said no what? Say the last part again.
I said, what would
Wait
you
a
think
minute.
of?
King said, look at his response. He said, "Y'all was cuddling, King. Go ahead." Okay, so let's keep it 100. Let's just keep it all the way 100. Um, I know it sounds weird that I can tell you that I can cuddle with someone, another female, and there's nothing sexual to it at all.
Right.
It would if you told me you and King were cuddling while you was watching the Lions play or whoever. I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? Y'all, excuse me, y'all did what? And call it call call it society rules. Call it I don't know what you want to call it, but it is not the. And what's so crazy is anybody watching this that knows me knows I am a loving, affectionate person. So me telling you that I can cuddle with someone or comfort them or hug on them, that's nothing out the blue. You'll see me in public. You'll see me in public somewhere. And if I'm talking to you and you're going through something, I don't care if I'm in the middle of the bread aisle. I'm going to hold you. I got you. That's just how I'm built. I'm made up like that. I can cuddle with people, caress them, love on them, and I'm not turned on. If I'm into you, that's something different. But I can do that with a woman and it doesn't bother me at all. If you were to tell me that you and King did that, I would be like, okay, we're going to all talk. We gonna have a little meeting. The three of us need to be on Zoom or FaceTime because I'm what's going on. I don't know why. That's
But
double.
why you gotta have a question with me? That's my cousin. You
I
know,
know.
I'm
I
gonna
understand,
cuddle with my
and I'm
cousins. You
admitting.
know,
I am admitting that that is a double standard. But I bet you, the way King just responded to you, if you told King, I went over to Nick's house and her and Nicole was up on the couch cuddling, watching a movie. King probably wouldn't be like, "What?" He'd be like,
they
"Okay,"
probably say,
because
"Oh, they watching."
right, because it's Nikki. It just makes sense. But if Nicole told me, Nick, girl, I just left Reese's house and, and him and King was cuddling a recliner, I'd be like, chick, did you get a picture? Like what? So I don't know. I don't know why. It's a double standard. It's just I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Y'all not built like that. You're not. I don't know. I don't
not
know.
at all.
It's such a double standard, and I will admit to that. It's a double standard. Now, if you, I'm gonna throw the question you threw at me. If you were cuddling with King, and King informed you that he liked men, would you continue to cuddle with him?
I don't know.
Would you stay underneath them covers and watch that movie with him?
Not at all.
Why?
No, it's just that feeling that I get that I can't stay here no more. It's getting hot in here, so let me
He's
move.
still talking about
Just like he'd be like, "Oh, that was just a flashlight." But you with a flashlight, big head.
He's so silly. He's silly. That's just
Yeah,
like how we women, when we're out together, we hold hands. We'll arm lock. We'll
yeah.
caress each other. We'll put our arms around each other when we're out. And for most women, it's there's not a sexual connotation connected to it at all. We just do that with each other. And a man across the room will see it and not look at that like, oh, they together. He might look at that and come on and be like, so what's your friend's name? That's your sister? You know what I mean? And be used to it. But I'm out with my friends, my sisters. We hold hands. We arm lock. We'll lay on each other's shoulder. We'll lean on each other. A dude will walk by and we were like, dang, he fine. Okay. And go right on back to doing it. And there's nothing sexual about it. Y'all can't do that. And we're not,
No,
and excuse me, I'm going to speak for me. You couldn't do that and I wouldn't think that that's your man. I
yeah.
wouldn't
And
be
the
like,
thing is, you see
I wouldn't
too.
be like, that's his homeboy, his fishing buddy. I'd be like, oh, that's his man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we couldn't dance together. We couldn't go to the bathroom together.
Can you tell me
None of
why
that.
y'all using me for these examples? Because you're here. That's why.
Yeah, you just want to use.
But yeah, no, y'all couldn't do that without me wondering. And it has nothing to do with me being against anybody that is gay or bisexual. That's nothing to it. But I just think the way my mind is conditioned, if I saw you doing that, I would not assume that is your running buddy. I would think that's your dude. That's your man. Not my man's in them. That's your man.
Next question. This
Yeah.
might be the last one we have.
Okay.
Have you ever been so mad that you took revenge out on a person, whether it was physical, mentally, or whatever, just revenge just to make them feel bad?
Ooh, that's a good one. Have I been so mad that I took revenge out on somebody? Yeah, I have. I one of the biggest revenges for me is to show you how happy I am after you done dog me or did something and left with that ain't nobody gonna want you but me. Okay, you sure about that? So yeah, one of the biggest revenges for me to show you how happy I am, how to moved on with my whole life, and you're no longer a factor. Um, I did like years and years and years ago. I did when I found out that that person actually had someone before they got with me. Like I had no idea they was in a relationship. I went ahead and let old girl know. I did. Uh huh. I think that's really it. I can't think of anything else like in this short time frame, but those would be the first things that come to mind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be my last and final question.
Okay. Can I just say you have asked some very good, shocking but good questions. Proud of
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Very proud of you. Go ahead.
Yeah. The last question, and I think everybody will enjoy this question.
Okay.
What make Nikki Johnson the happiest?
Oh, I love this one. I love that you saved it for last. Because all the other questions made me sound like a heathen. What makes Nikki Johnson the happiest? Mm, what makes me the happiest? One would be loving on people, being able to love on people and do for them, give to them, make their situations better, or teach them something that can make them better. That's breath for me. And doing what I know I'm built and created to do. When I'm not doing it, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Um, Entertaining and feeding people makes me very happy. Laughing makes me very, I love to laugh and have a good time. And being loved honestly and truthfully, that makes me happy. That makes me happy when someone genuinely loves and cares about me and they're not doing it because they're expecting something or they're trying to get something from me. It's enough people that try to get something from me or that I give to or that come and try to take. So when someone wants to just love me and just give to me and they don't want anything, and like I've seen people fight their own desires for what they wanted from me just so I could be happy. That's oh, I love that. I do. I do. And I could keep going on and on, but I think I gave you enough.
Yeah, okay.
Did I answer all of your questions? Did I answer them in the way that you were hoping I would?
I You
Huh?
did. You answered all of them perfect. And it was one that I did skip, but I'm not gonna ask that.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
you can ask me that one off camera because yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't
it's
get to
not a
talk
bad
about that
question.
one, huh?
It's not a bad question. It says, have you ever had a crush on somebody you never told?
Oh, yes, yes, I have. Mm-hmm. I have.
Did they ever find out or still a secret?
I think I think they know. I never just came out and just expressed how I. Why am I blushing? Like really? I never just came out and fully like disclosed how I felt. But I think I think they know. But yeah, and sometimes that crush was painful because you ever crushed on someone or really wanted somebody and you didn't know if they felt the same way and you watched them have life with other people or yeah, especially if they're with somebody that's not treating them right, like yeah, this yeah, but I
So that's what you be talking about when you talk about the future husband.
have I don't know who my future husband is. You funny. You real funny. You are real funny. Let me do this before we give our closing thoughts. As another reminder for those that did not get to hear, or if you're watching the replay, I have a new podcast starting on Tuesday. Three of us amazing queens. Nicole Clark, who was also in the comments today, Sarah Pleasant, who you have seen on this show many times, and yours truly. We have the Queens Takeover podcast that we are starting this Tuesday. It'll be every Tuesday live at 7 p.m. We will have more information that we are releasing out tomorrow, if not later on today. But for the first episode, you can find it on Nicole's Facebook page, Sierra's or mine, and it will be live. And thereafter, we will have it up on different platforms. Please come out and support your girls. Brothers, we want you to come out and support us too. We are talking about So many amazing things on this podcast. And as you can see here on this flyer, we have some great topics for the first episode. You can also find your girl at the Obstacle Overcomer podcast. Yes, y'all know I have three of them. You can find me on the Obstacle Overcomer podcast wherever you like to hear your favorite podcast. You can always find the replays on YouTube. Stay tuned because I have news about this particular podcast that is coming out very soon. And if you're interested in ever being a guest or submitting something that you would like to get our point of view on, please email me at nickandking@gmail.com and follow us on all the following social media sites. Reese, you have been an amazing king today. I appreciate you. You went in on these questions. Y'all, I'm not a heathen. I don't live my life like that no more. But thank you so
Mama,
much.
pray for her.
Oh, I'm gonna hear from my mama. I will hear from her. So you did what back in the day? But anyway, listen. I appreciate you so much. You always say yes, and you come with your A game. Let me find out you trying to do podcasting. Let me find out here. But you did a wonderful job. What would you like to say so you can close us out?
Like again, I always love being here. It's always it's like a release for me just to get on here to talk and just talk to everybody and hear their comments and everything and the laugh. And sometimes you get serious and it really touches you, and you might see yourself going through the same thing that other people are going through. And just to hear people comments and know that you're not there by yourself, and some of the comments that I heard that helps. So I think this is very therapeutic and fun for a lot of people to come on here. And just like you said, people was calling like, Nick, where you at? Where you at? And they look forward to it every Sunday
Yeah.
because they got to get ready for next week.
Right.
So just to be on here and just to relax and conversate and just enjoy it, I always love that. So thank you again for having me here. Anytime you need me, give me a call. I'm here. Shouts out to King and Peter. Wish you well. Talk to you soon. I love y'all.
Oh, love you too. And again, thank you. Thank you. You will always hear from me, and I appreciate it. Um, we're gonna have to work out what's gonna happen with this season because there's some things that are going on, behind the scenes that we're not gonna discuss here. But we will keep you guys posted and let you know. Um, to my brother, thank you so much. King just said thank you. And I want to thank you all and thank y'all because we know we had a lot of technical issues at the beginning. I don't even know if you can still hear the echo and all of that. There's nothing we could do to control it, but y'all hung in there. Thank you so very much. One thing I will say is I love how honest and real we are on this show. And I did not know what you were going to ask today, but I said I would be honest, and I was. And hopefully, nobody was offended. It's my truth. He asked me. It was my truth. It was things that I've done. I mean, it's what it was. I can't change it. And hopefully it did not deter you from tuning in. But we appreciate you watching regardless. Thank y'all so very much. And King says it was a great show. Thank you very much. It really, really was. I enjoyed myself. You did an amazing job. So that was I'm not going to leave y'all with the word of the week. That was it right there. Shawn did an amazing job. So y'all hit him up. If you are in the North Carolina area, he has amazing businesses. Look him up. He has his 360 booth. He DJs. He does graphic and design. What else do you do? You have your other company.
I quit the pole. I had to get off the pole. My knee was hurting.
On that note, we out. The twerking has stopped. Listen, we are out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Until next time, kings and queens, keep reigning. Reese, you stay right there. Thank y'all so very much. Talk to y'all
All
later.
right.
Bye.